Today is Wednesday, February 3rd. Today I want to take a look at the question, how do you know when a correction is over? And of course it's a lot easier to do in hindsight, but when it's happening, you want to look for a couple of things. First, you want to see that the momentum of the bounce is gone. And second, you want to see how the bounce formed. Just take a look at this one. This is the Dow ETF, the diamonds. And if you just take a look real quick, and you have rising prices and falling volume, that is the first indication that this is a bounce and not really the return to a bullish trend. Now, right now, this is still Wednesday morning, late morning, and you could say that this rising flag pattern is broken down. I think it's a little early to say that, although I am of the opinion that it will eventually. But you can see that you had a big fall. It was at a support level of sorts, wasn't really perfect in this instrument, and then a rally on light volume. Now, I want to show you something else, and I'm going to look at the other ETFs using this format. I'm going to change it to line, and now let's get rid of a couple of things we don't really need for this. And this is the close of the January 19th reversal. We had that really huge decline. Dow was off 500 or so points midday and then came back to about half of that. That was the reversal day, and it looked like that could have been the bottom had other things fallen into place. So I just want you to see where the diamonds are with relation to that. So that's why I don't want to say this thing is resumed just yet. But let's take a look at other ETFs. Let's look at the Nasdaq 100 ETF. Now look where this is. This is a whole lot closer, practically at the lows from that day. And to tell you the truth, if we look at, oops, that's my fault. If we look at bars, you can see that this is the actual reversal day. And back to line. That's down in here. So right now the QQQ, the Nasdaq 100 ETF, is trading below the close of that day, even though it's not at its lowest close of the last couple of weeks. Moving on to the mid caps, somewhere in between. Let's get rid of that. Somewhere in between the big stocks and the smaller stocks. And now let's take a look at the smaller stocks. This is the Russell 2000 ETF, and that is again closing in on the lows, the lowest close from last month. And if we put it back into bar format and draw a little line on it, I kind of going to dismiss this low as being an outlier, but I have a lot of other lows here. And to me, that is a broken bear flag. So there you have it. Just simple kind of back of the napkin type of analysis on how do you know if this is a correction or if the correction is ending. Of course, again, there's still a whole lot of day to go today before we can get a close that tells us if this truly has broken down and starting a new leg to the downside. But right now, the way that the charts are right now, looks like the party is over, and we'll just have to see.